The vanished girl from the mirror. In the small town of Heidsville, where everyone knew each other by name, a strange and terrible story happened. In the center of the town stood an old house that was the subject of rumors. It was said that in the basement of this house was a mirror that could show not only the reflection, but also what was hidden from the eyes of ordinary people. Maya, a young girl with fiery red hair and dreamy green eyes, had always been curious. She was attracted to mysteries and couldn't resist the temptation to explore the house everyone was afraid of. One rainy evening, as a thunderstorm rumbled and lightning bolts tore through the night sky, Maya decided that today was the day. She packed up and headed in the direction of the abandoned house. When she stepped inside, it seemed to her that the house had a life of its own. The floorboards creaked, and the walls seemed to whisper secrets of times long gone. She went down to the basement, where a large old mirror in a gilded frame stood in the corner. It looked as if it had just been wiped clean, and Maya's reflection was strikingly clear. With curiosity, she moved closer, and looking in the mirror, she noticed her reflection lingering a little longer, as if it didn't want to let her go. Suddenly a shadow ran behind her, and turning around she saw no one. Turning back to the mirror, she saw her reflection begin to smile, though she herself did not. Fear clenched in her chest, but curiosity was stronger. "Who are you?" she asked, but the mirror was silent, only reflecting her confused face. The next moment, something cold touched her shoulder. She turned around and saw the figure of a girl with long black hair standing in the semi-darkness. "Help me," the girl whispered, her voice hoarse and full of desperation. "I'm trapped! In the mirror!" Maya felt fear overwhelm her, but the desire to help was stronger. "How can I save you?" she asked, unable to take her eyes off the mysterious stranger. "You must take my place," the girl replied with terror in her eyes. "But remember, if you go in, you can never come back." Maya hesitated, but deep down she knew she had to try. She walked over to the mirror and, gathering all her courage, touched its surface. In the same instant, the mirror pulled her in, and she found herself on the other side, in a dark and gloomy world full of darkness and whispers. There she saw many reflections of other girls who had once tried to escape, but were now forever trapped in this mirror world. Each reflection reached out to her, but she knew she couldn't help them. Suddenly she realized that her own reflection was now standing where she was. It was smiling, and it was getting scarier by the second. Maya realized that she was part of this nightmare, and despair filled her heart. She screamed, but no one heard her. Now she was one of those who disappear from the world, leaving only her shadow in an old mirror, in a house where fear would never leave. The town of Heidsville went on with its life, but every year more and more girls disappeared, and no one knew that the mirror in the old house kept waiting for the next victim.